Well, just 3 days since Willie bolted for Tallahassee, 8 days in their bowl game with Boise State in Vegas, and just 12 away from that opening window now for signing the recruits there on the 20th of the month. They have one of the best recruiters in the country remaining in Duck Country. In fact, 365 days ago, when it was Willie Taggart's show inside that room, the media room, it was now Mario's world at Oregon.
After being here a year, I can honestly say it's blown away my expectations. Completely blown away my expectations. The great football tradition and the great coach that have come before, Coach Brooks, Coach Bellotti. I don't think that the entire country understands the standard that has been set, and now we carry the weight of that.
Yeah, so Mario Cristobal gets promoted from offensive line and co-OC to full-time head coach of the Ducks now, the 34th in program history, third in 3 years. Prior to his arrival in Eugene last January, the 47-year-old married father of two spent 4 years at Alabama, of course under Nick Saban, where he won a national title. The Miami native also has 2 rings from the U as an offensive tackle with the Denison Erickson coached Hurricanes. Cristobal was the first Cuban-American head coach, has a career record of 27-47 in 6 years at Florida International, lifting FIU from a young FBS school to going bowling twice. And the power of the players here assisted Cristobal in getting the gig. A petition started by their All-American offensive lineman Tyrell Crosby garnered signatures of more than 70 players in 30 minutes during finals week as the player's choice.
These things don't happen in one day at 1 minute. I get the chance to observe the relationships that build over the year. So it was not a surprise to me that there was incredible support for Mario or for this staff.
If you're doing it as hard and as good as you can, and you invest your heart in it, you learn as much from your players as they learn from you. I've coached football now for 20 years. I don't know if I've ever had this much fun. And at the same time, just, man, these guys are special. They're special, and you need to be here in the building. You need to be around the locker room. You need to be around these guys. We owe them our best.
Yeah, so the players powered up for Mario and got their star. Cristobal is thought of course, as a master motivator and the best recruiter in the nation just 2 years ago. This official hire comes ahead of the big weekend here where Oregon's class of 2018, their commits and recruits are coming together in Eugene. And what a gift for the current players to end finals week with most of the staff intact.
It's all about the players, and it's not about him. And he emphasized that today. He said, hey, all this attention is because of you guys. I haven't done anything. I'm just a coach. You guys are the players, and you guys are going to take us, really far places.
He loves us, and we love him, and we have a lot of respect. And just the last couple of days, it kind of seemed like we've all been kind of car salesmen. Like, man, this guy's crazy, he's the best. He's the best guy I've ever met.
Yeah, Cristobal was that hashtag the players pushed on social media, and now they're rallying to retain Jim Leavitt as defensive coordinator. He already makes more than $1 million a year as DC. Of course, that Duck defense got a lot better this year. 118th in the country a season ago to 58th this year under Leavitt. They're going to try to keep him, of course, and not follow Taggart to FSC. We'll find out perhaps on that front after the bowl game. But for Duck fans, what Taggart gave you besides just, the 7 wins, maybe he's the one that brings you Cristobal that can kind of be the foundation here for years to come. You heard him mentioning Brooks. You heard him mentioning Bellotti. He knows his past year at Oregon after just 11 months in Eugene. He says he's here for the long term. They're back here tomorrow to start bowl game preparations for the Las Vegas Bowl before they head off to the Nevada desert. We'll be back here and again early tomorrow morning. Live in Eugene, Nick Krupke, Fox 12, Oregon.
Well, Krupp, there's been a lot of talk about the recruits and the commitments that we have so far. This is a #1 recruiting class as of about a month ago. What are you hearing? Are we going to keep a lot of those recruits? Have we lost a lot of them? What's the latest?
Right after the gate when Willie left, some decommitted. I think some of the Florida kids might be more apt to stay home, of course. But Cristobal just said in there, the Movement 8 team, it doesn't stop now. He's back out on the road as they're going to practice and get this thing all done as the coaches are going to be spread out throughout the country to try to get this done. And their big weekend here before they head off to Nevada, all the recruits are coming for the last visit here in Eugene to see what they're selling, and now they have a coach that's not just going to give you lip service. He's here for the long term here now, so it'll be a strong push. Again, it's the December 20th with a 72-hour window, the early signing period. Not everybody signs then, but a lot of the big names, so time will tell, but at least now they know you'll have a coach for the future.
All right. Nick Krupke, thank you so much.
Thanks, Krupp.